英語聞き流し10分間、名作リスニング、英語テキストと MP3 ダウンロード、その他の物語は、ホームページよりご利用いただけます。88thpp.com 88thpp.com
The family in Kyoto. One Japanese girl got freedom. Written by Hidemi Woods. Narrated by Hidemi Woods. Judge themselves. When my grandfather was young, his father wanted him to be a school teacher. He had been visiting schools to have his son hired. Behind his back, my grandfather, who didn't want to be a teacher, secretly applied to the biggest department store in the city and got accepted for the job there without any connections. It was a famous, long-standing department store, and before he started his job, there was a three-way interview: the company personnel, my grandfather, and his father. Now he came to a point to tell the truth to his father. Because he knew how much his father wanted to see him as a teacher, he braced himself for a stormy position. Instead, his father came to the interview, suggested to eat out on their way home, and ordered unusually expensive dishes for both of them, saying, "This is the best day of my life. I've never been this happy." My grandfather was quickly regarded as an executive candidate at the department store for his honest and diligent work. But only a few months later, his father suddenly died. He was a farmer, and the family lost its breadwinner and the master of the house. My grandfather had no choice other than quitting his job to take care of the family as a successor. He gave up his dream, became a farmer, and dedicated his life solely to succeed the family, which I left although I was supposed to succeed. It seems that people look back and judge themselves when they are nearing their ends. Not long before his death, my grandfather suddenly told my parents that he wanted to go to the department store where he once worked vigorously but had to leave to succeed the family. My parents thought his consciousness grew dim because they assumed that he meant shopping, which he was too frail to do. I know what he really meant. He realized that he should not have given up what he wanted to do for his life. On his deathbed, he pointed at my mother and said, "You're next." I wonder if she would end up like him. Surely she looks a strong candidate for that matter.
Audiobook, Japanese Dream by Hidemi Woods on sale at online stores or apps. Apple, Audible, Google Play, Nook Audiobooks, 43 available distributors in total.
The family in Kyoto. One Japanese girl got freedom. Written by Hidemi Woods. Narrated by Hidemi Woods. A gold-rimmed glasses. I was raised by my grandmother on my father's side. She was a very strict and unsociable woman. She led a secluded life and spent most of the time retreating into her room. She would take a trip or go to the theater with my grandfather, only once or twice a year. On those rare occasions, she always wore glasses that she usually didn't at home. A pair of glasses was a must for her to dress up. She had only one pair with gold rims. Although they were an essential item of her best clothes, she looked terrible with them. She had a stern face by nature, but the pair made her look fearsome. Everyone in my family knew that she looked much better without them, and yet none of us had the courage to say so to her. Consequently, on every important, memorable event in her later life, she had an awful look by putting them on. She did it not just outside. When there was a guest or I took my friends from school to our house, she always greeted with the glasses on. She had great confidence in glasses. Shortly before her death, she even urged my father to wear glasses because she believed they would help him look grand and dignified. Her treasured gold-rimmed glasses were put into her casket when she passed away. The unpopular pair went to heaven with her. I know she's wearing them up there still. The Family in Kyoto. One Japanese girl got freedom. Written by Hidemi Woods. Narrated by Hidemi Woods. The Family in Kyoto. One Japanese girl got freedom. Written by Hidemi Woods. Narrated by Hidemi Woods. Dealt with the devil. When I was little and took a bath with my mother, she said in the bathtub, "Never marry someone with whom you fall in love." In her theory, marriage for love is a ticket to unhappiness because love burns out quickly. She insisted that I should have an arranged marriage as she did. She and my father would find a man for me and do all the necessary background checks so that I'd be better off. She also once said to me in the bathtub, "I married your father because he was wealthy. Do you think I would choose such an ugly man like him if he didn't have money?" When I grew up, I learned that she had been seeing someone before she met my father at an arranged meeting, but she chose my father because he was richer and had better lineage. I think she dealt with the devil and sold herself at that moment. Since then, she has been unhappy, and that made her a person filled with vanity and malice. When it comes to decision-making, I always imagine what my mother would do and do the exact opposite. Since I adopted this rule, my life has been easier and better. The Family in Kyoto. One Japanese girl got freedom. Written by Hidemi Woods. Narrated by Hidemi Woods.
Audiobook, Japanese Dream by Hidemi Woods on sale at online stores or apps. Apple, Audible, Google Play, Nook Audiobooks, 43 available distributors in total.
英語聞き流し10分間、名作リスニング、英語テキストと MP3 ダウンロード、その他の物語は、ホームページよりご利用いただけます。88thpp.com 88thpp.com